Hello. I know I look like tired and drained, and I'm going to explain why here in just a moment. Um, Even my nurse, when she came out, she thought that I had another episode of being anemic. So there's that. But let me talk about something. I have exes, a lot of exes. I've been in a lot of relationships, sadly. Um, and they just come out of the woodwork. This one in particular kept trying to get with me and hit me up all weekend long. All weekend long. I woke up this morning to 3 different accounts, which is the same person, 14 messages. That's how my weekend's been going. And blocking is not working. I wish you could block a state, I would enjoy it if I could block a state. But there's only one other person that I talk to on that same app, and it's a girl that I've met on a separate site. When there was like this huge thing like several years ago, excuse me, of how we were getting paid on this one site that I was on, and we got into a mutual friendship in that. So I gave her other options to reach out to me on, so she has those, and I went ahead and deleted the app. It just, I've had, I hate how exes do this. And I get a lot of these exes that, oh my God, they will send me like 15 million messages, it seems like. And, and they want me back. But even if I were to come back, it's the same thing over and over again. In this situation, he didn't want a relationship, but he wanted relationship benefits. He wanted his independence. Okay, fine. I want my own independence too, I don't want to be tied down. I don't want marriage. I don't want a civil union or anything like that. But I want, devotion to a person. I want commitment to a person. I want loyalty, honesty, respect. But he was never like that. He just, and he never told me in the beginning of what he wanted or what his intentions were or anything like that. It was like, we'll just see what happens, like, going with what's going on. But he would always withdraw, and I could never get answers from him of what he wanted. Because for one, I don't want to assume things. I don't want to assume or, smother or anything like that. I don't want to seem like I'm clingy or anything. Number two, if he's seeing somebody else, I want to know. I don't want to be a third wheel. I don't want to step on toes because I've been in those situations. But he wasn't honest and direct. He'd be silent. He would be quiet. And I hated that. I hated that. Just tell me. Just tell me. Just be honest with me. I'm open-minded and shit, but damn. Just tell me. He kept a lot of things inside. He wasn't very expressive too at times. But it was like a short-lived kind of romance. It was almost like a summer kind of fling in some ways. It was short. And it's been like over a year. And all of a sudden I get these messages. And they were like, how you doing? I miss you. I want to come back. Will you take me back? This, that, and the other. I'm like, no, and no. Plus, it's been over a year. I've, put that away, detached, and moved on. Over a year. And something I have to work on myself is I get upset when nobody listens to me. When I say no, I mean no. Stop, coming after me. Stop asking the same questions. Just stop. Stop. But he kept continuing on. He kept asking. He kept wanting to know. And I kept saying no. And he kept trying to persuade me and everything. Well, what if I do this, that, and the other? What if I change my ways and whatnot? I'm like, no, I don't want you back. There's a reason you left my life. And there's a reason why you were removed from my life. And you did that on your own. You ghosted me. You stopped talking to me. You all these things. And he lives in Georgia. He did live in Florida, but he's in Georgia now. That he told me. I didn't tell him that I moved. He still thinks I live at the same place. He still thinks that I'm with the same person. So he does not know that I'm completely gone from that situation. And he probably knows now if he finds me here. But he doesn't know that I've escaped. That's the best way to put it. I've escaped. But and then I found out that, the exes always come out during this time, it seems like. And it's always around the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. And that's where we are right now. I think the official start of Mercury retrograde is the 29th of June, I think. But we're in the shadow period. And it's like they crawl out of the woodwork during the shadow period. There's usually one or two that pops up that misses me, that wants my closeness, that, I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes it's different ones, but it's usually around the shadow period of a Mercury retrograde. And I believe this time it's in Cancer, which is my rising sign. So it's like a double doozy because it's all about me. Basically, it's all about me. I hate this. I hate when exes do this crap. You're an ex for a reason. I don't want you anymore. You don't add value to me anymore. I mean, in most cases, they left. And they usually leave me because of someone else, or it gets too intense, or we just fight. So I'm like, I warned a few people, like, so be careful, be wary, because the exes are coming out in full force. I just got hit, like royally this weekend. And it's because we're in Mercury retrograde shadow. That's usually when they pop out, like they come out of the woodwork, out of everywhere. There was one year that I had like 4 of them that just would not leave me alone. 4 of them. And it was just exhausting and tiring. Just dealing with them. So be warned. All I do is exist, and these men get attached. I don't know why they get attached. I don't know what is so special about me where I deal with this. I don't know. I think I'm normal to a point. I mean, I don't know. But I'm not interested in my exes. Okay, I want nothing to do with them. we've had our time. It's over. You moved on, apparently, or that's what you claimed, that you moved on. Yeah, and there's been, I have broken up with quite, my own share, because like I couldn't stand how they were, couldn't stand how they'd snap at me. I couldn't stand how they went from one way and then changed to another person. It was like they gave me a mask when we first started seeing each other, first started dating, getting to know each other, and then all of a sudden that mask came off and they are an entirely different person. It's like they did a 180 on me. And I hate that. To me, that's still, you're lying to me. Be who you are. Have me fall in love with the person that you are. Don't do this BS. But that's been my weekend. If I were to look at the weekend, I had more of a positive things happening this weekend than this crap that he started. He started this on Friday night, and I was just trying to ignore it, but it just got it was like overwhelmed. I don't know how many new accounts he made. He did 3 last night, and I had 14 messages when I woke up this morning. But I know there's probably about maybe 4 that he did like on Friday and Saturday. But he did 3 last night, I guess, and at 14 messages this morning. That's pretty, that's pretty bad. And all I do is exist. I don't understand. I don't know why these men get so attached to me at times. I don't understand. I mean, I don't think I'm doing anything extra special. I mean, I don't know. But that's been my weekend. So hopefully this week should be better. I'm thinking it will be better, because I deleted the app. I told one of my friends that, gave her where she can reach me at if she needed to. So I know I said I would do vlogs, try to do them every day, but obviously that didn't happen. So here's one for today. But beware of your exes. They may come out. They may come out to play. So be warned. I hope you have a wonderful week. Okay? Blessings.